It's the Zen garden. We're just chilling. The all is mind. Everything is mental. Everything is mental. You can take that in so many ways. all of the things that have pained me or caused me any sort of mental trauma or any of that kind of stuff that I had identified with, all of that came from a messed up mental and a disconnection from my own space of thought and being and stillness and peace. I was almost around so many people who were so disconnected that, for one, I just forgot what connection felt like. But connection is mental as well. It's all about the way you look at it. No matter how much your mind tries to convince you otherwise, no matter how much your mind, I got cashew in my throat. No matter how much your mind tries to, it's gone now. No matter how much your mind tries to push you and pull you in different directions, first of all, realize that that's your ego, not your mind. Your ego is your mind, really, but like your ego is only one kind of portion of the mind. And there's another portion that's connected to spirit and infinity, where you can start to bring the thoughts of the ethereal and the thoughts of the infinite down into your reality. And then you can start to experience those thoughts as being your reality more and more. And those infinitude thoughts and those godly thoughts, those thoughts are only of love and never of limitation and never of lack. So if you're feeling like you're being limited, then you're limiting yourself because you have forgotten that you're everything. And that includes all feelings that you're searching for from anything. You're all of that. You are the all, and the all is mind. You are everything. Love heals all wounds. Light in love. Trust. Peace. Trust in peace. Trust in yourself. But trust in, most of all, the universe and God and your guidance in yourself that you know is coming from a higher source. Clear off the screen a little bit. There we go. But just keep it in the heart and understand that for me too, it takes a long time to reprogram it may not a long time. So some people it goes in an instant, but sometimes it takes a while to reprogram an entire lifetime's worth of programming. So don't fault yourself for anything that happens and anything that you decide to do or any of that. But understand that you're learning now on an accelerated rate to the point where if you don't start to make changes that reflect the accelerated rate that you're learning at, then you will stop accelerating in the rate that you're learning at. So you have to be able to reflect your state of consciousness and embody that instead of just searching for something to give you that state of consciousness. Breath is life. Breathing has been one of the main things that has helped me to move past all of the things that have been binding me to this body, this mind. I'm gonna get up now. This garden's beautiful, honestly. Like, it's just like a little garden in the back of a church, but there's birds that fly around here everywhere, and birds are very, very special to me. There's spirits in birds, and they speak to you through emotion, and they'll come and they'll fly and they'll sit right next to you, and it'll feel like the presence of beauty and love, like from a long lost sibling or something, you know, like a hug from a spiritual mother that you never had, or a spiritual brother or a spiritual sister that you never had. These things are in everything. This love is in everything. It permeates everything. It's here for us to tap into now. And also, I'm just going to throw this out there. It is definitely possible to live off of a diet of just nuts and seeds and kale and bananas. Now I'll just kind of go backwards with that. So it's bananas, then kale, and then nuts, and then seeds. Yeah. And you feel a lot of energy from that. But it releases a lot of stuff too, so. But kale, man. Kale opens the heart like no other, man. It's an amazing substance. When I say substance, I mean, I think of food as medicine at this point. And kale is one of the most amazing medicines for curing a broken heart, but also for curing self-doubt and for transforming yourself to move forward in your life. And bananas are really good for the solar plexus, and they're good for just past life regressions and feelings of confidence and high energy and just really, really powerful feelings. And if you like to cry, then the bananas will make me weep more than MDMA will make me weep, literally. If I just eat a diet of banana and kales, which I've been doing that, that's why I kind of like look like I randomly lose weight and then gain weight and all that kind of stuff. It's really, I'm not losing that much weight. It's more of the fact that like I'll go and I'll fast for a while, and I'll do like a couple of weeks where it's like really intense intermittent fasting, where it's like, you know, I'll only eat like bananas for 90% of the day, and then I'll eat like one small meal at the nighttime that has like protein or something like that. Like sometimes I'll have beans, sometimes I'll have like, I don't know, like a sweet potato or something like that, and then on Sunday I'll just eat live foods and you know, just go throughout the day with just live foods. And then on all the other days it's live foods all the way up until like 8 o'clock at night, and then basically I just have so much energy that I need something to ground myself and to help me go to sleep, basically. So that's why I eat that stuff. But really, like, you don't need that much food to live, and you also you can experience some ecstatic feelings from dieting and from trusting in food and trusting in your spirit, and understanding that you can nourish yourself from the sun. You can nourish yourself from grounding yourself on the ground and pulling energy from the ground. You can nourish yourself from relationship with people by sending them love energy and heart energy. You can nourish yourself from service to others. You know, there's so many different things that you can do to basically bring yourself into a different state of consciousness. You know, the world's done a really good job at convincing people that drugs are the only way to change your consciousness level. And I am learning very, very quickly to very much disagree with that. And that the best way to do it is naturally and through diet, exercise, pranayama, yoga. Breathing is pranayama, but I will literally take deep breaths like this all day long. I'm not even joking. Like, probably once every 5 to 10 minutes I go I don't care where I am. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm in the middle of a shopping mall. I don't care if I'm in the middle of wherever I am gonna go and follow it down and feel amazing afterwards. I'll do that like 3 times or 5 or 10 or 20, or I don't even care, you know, just however many it takes. Sometimes I'll do it 200 times, 300 times, just to pull myself into a different state of consciousness, meaning like it literally will pull you into the 5th dimensional state of consciousness, and you'll start to see everything like you'll see auras around everything, and everything will be this like bright bluish like aura to it, and it'll all sparkle and have this like beauty and radiance to it, and like it literally shifts you into the 5th dimension, and then like you like slowly fall back into the 3rd. But for me, as I cultivate my energy more, I've been noticing that I can actually hold on to those states of being for longer and longer, and that's actually really cool for me too. And you know, just the more that you get better at holding super high amounts of energy in yourself, and being able to interpret it and actually use it. And one way that you do that is by allowing your body, like, so instead of continuously intaking food all day, you allow your body time to literally integrate all of the food, and therefore you won't need to defecate as much at all. And secondly, like when you take in food, you will feel the difference after you eat the food, guaranteed. You will feel, it feels just like a drug. It feels just as powerful as a drug does. And that's just because I've cleansed my body at this point. And I drink, you know, either spring water or alkaline water all day long. And I'll drink anywhere between 1 and 3 gallons. And then I'll eat probably at least a bunch or 2 of bananas. So maybe like anywhere between 5 and 10 bananas. And then I will kind of just go out throughout the day with that. And that will keep me in a state of just like really, really happy feeling. And then I'll kind of ground myself at nighttime so that I can kind of calm out of that. But a lot of people have told me this too. It's just like I'm one of those people who doesn't really like who never really liked being in this plane. You know what I mean? Like I don't come from here, and my vibration is not of this 3rd density. Like I came here to change the planet. But you know, like I like to sit in a state of super, super high vibe, like really happy, loving, you know, just really, really like high energy. And you know, a lot of people can't really handle that, but it doesn't matter to me, honestly. It's just more the fact that like that's kind of like what I like to sit in. And to do that, I found the best way to do that is by the really, really healthy eating, and then also by changing the way that I think about things, change the way I go about doing things, to understanding that I'm creating this experience for myself. So I don't need to take anything from this experience externally in order to create anything for myself. And I don't have to take in anything from external in order to make myself feel better, or to make myself feel different, or any of that kind of stuff. And as soon as you allow feelings, then they go away anyways. You know, like it's the opposite with euphoric feelings. Like the more that you allow them, the longer they stay, and then the more that you allow bad feelings to leave, the quicker they will leave. So I hope this helped somebody. And it's like, you know, I've been making a few videos today because I'm off work, but yeah, thank you guys, and I really appreciate you a lot. And today's been an amazing day, and thank you.